On Me is directed by Benny Boom and stars Demetrius Shipp Jr. as Tupac Shakur. And when this movie was announced, it was kind of hard to talk about this movie without talking about the 2015 movie Straight Outta Compton, which told the story of NWA. And the comparisons between the two movies actually runs deeper than just being a rap biopic. These two movies feature actually a lot of the same characters. Tupac even showed up in Straight Outta Compton in a very brief cameo. Now, Straight Outta Compton was a very well executed, well crafted movie, though there's obviously been lots and lots of articles published about how incorrect the movie was, mainly the way they portrays Dr. Dre, and the fact that they just glaze over Eazy-E and Dr. Dre's beef, which was ridiculous, because Eazy-E would not have liked The Chronic. He took so many shots at Eazy-E on The Chronic, it wouldn't have made any sense for Eazy to be down with that album. And in doing research for All Eyez on Me, I see that a lot of this movie is actually true. A lot of these events did happen in at least similar ways to the way it's portrayed in this movie. However, I think that in the pursuit of this movie's truth, they have lost craftsmanship and execution. Tupac is one of the most beloved rappers in the world. People want to know what was behind the man, what shaped him, what drove him. And this movie doesn't really give you any of that. This movie does go into pretty much his entire life. They start from his birth, talking about his mom with the Black Panthers, the FBI, following them. We get all of this stuff, including Tupac's childhood. But we never actually see how the mind of Tupac works. You don't understand what makes Tupac Tupac. Everything in this movie is an event. There's no intimate scene where we get to understand the man Tupac. All of this seems like the rapper Tupac and the events that happened to the rapper Tupac. I remember there being a lot of criticism when Straight Outta Compton came out that the second half of that movie had too many cameos from other famous rappers, and if you had a problem with that, then you're going to have a problem with this movie, because this has cameos from famous rappers throughout, and it is a little bit of a double-edged sword here, because it's hard to talk about these rappers' lives without talking about their contemporaries, because their contemporaries shaped who they were so much, and there's people they work with, especially in the hip-hop scene. However, there are times where it feels a little superfluous, and it definitely does in this movie, because we have Nas and Biggie and Snoop Dogg and Daz Dillinger and Suge Knight, and some of these people have to be in here, obviously, like Suge Knight, since he's the one who got Tupac out of jail. But oh, and Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's in this too. I don't think that some of these are very well executed. Like, Nas is here, and all he basically does the entire movie is tell Pac that he's got him. You're my man. And he pretty much says this ad nauseum every single scene. And I'm sure there was more to Nas as a person than just offering Tupac money and protection. Demetrius Shipp Jr., his performance as Tupac is alright. It's not really his fault, but because the movie never really goes into the deeper personal life of Tupac, it's just really about his career. He kind of feels like he's just doing a Tupac impression. Some of the other performances are pretty good. I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not going to try, but the woman from The Walking Dead who plays his mom is really great in this movie. The girl who plays Jada Pinkett is pretty good, even though apparently that's the most dishonest part of this movie, is the stuff with Jada Pinkett. And some of the other actors are pretty good. I think the guy who plays Suge Knight is appropriately menacing and mean. I think that's the biggest problem with this movie, is that even though Straight Outta Compton had a lot of dishonesty, it really felt like it was created by people who were passionate about NWA, about West Coast rap, gangster rap, and they really wanted that to come across in their movie, and they wanted to cherish it and love it, and because of that, they kind of were a little dishonest about it to make it seem better. And they really seem to actually care. This movie feels like a studio product. It feels like it's like a typical musical biopic. I don't see any heartbeat behind this movie. I don't understand why these people made this movie. I don't feel like they actually really love Tupac or know anything about Tupac, really. I saw a post where someone said that this feels like a Wikipedia version of Tupac's life, and I think that's probably the best way to sum up this movie. It's alright, I mean, you can watch it and you won't hate yourself, but you're not going to get anything really out of this movie in terms of learning something new. You can learn all of this stuff on the Wikipedia page. I was disappointed by this movie. I had heard it wasn't that good, but I expected at least a little bit of... I expected more of a mess. I think that this movie ended up just being a corporate bore, when I expected a heartfelt mess of a film. But that's not what we got, and I can't really recommend this movie. I'm going to give it a C-. But that is my thoughts on this movie. What did you all think of All Eyez on Me? Comment below. What is your favorite Tupac song? Comment below. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more great movie reviews. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.